Hi, I'm Samuel Varghese, and this is Exegetical Aperture. In this episode, we'll be looking at how Toy Story 1, 2, 3, and 4 teach us about identity, belonging, purpose, and value. As I was thinking about the major themes of the Toy Story series, the ones that stood out to me were identity, belonging, purpose, and value. Woody is quick to remind us that he and his fellow toys belong to Andy. He takes pride in that Andy's name is written at the bottom of his boot, and this somewhat sacred inscription acts like an anchor that keeps him grounded. It shapes who he is and how he lives. In contrast, without this sense of groundedness, Buzz finds himself falling and crashing into the realization that what he thought to be his identity, purpose, belonging, and value were in fact not that at all. When we meet Buzz for the first time, he eagerly and earnestly, though erroneously, assumes his role as a Space Ranger of Star Command, whose purpose it is to protect the galaxy from Emperor Zurg. And though many of the toys find this exciting and impressive at first, it soon becomes a catalyst for conflict and puts him in harm's way. Losing a sense of identity can be a rattling thing. When Buzz realizes that he isn't what he thought he was, he feels useless and apathetic. Woody reminds him that being a toy and being there for Andy may not be as exciting or thrilling as being a Space Ranger, but it's the greatest and most satisfying thing a toy can do. Buzz takes the lesson to heart, and even reminds Woody of the same thing in the second film, when Woody discovers he's a priceless collector's item. As prestigious as it might be to be on display in a museum, a toy's purpose isn't to be on display. Holding on to a grounded sense of identity, belonging, purpose, and value can be a difficult thing. When stories of 1,000 other people who are smarter, better looking, more talented, skilled, innovative, accomplished, wealthy, or successful are regularly bombarding our thoughts and attention, it can be difficult not to get lost in the barrage or feel like a failure. And it's at those times, most of all, that we need to be reminded that our identity, belonging, purpose, and value aren't in being as impressive as a Space Ranger or as priceless as a collector's item, but in remembering who we belong to and being there for the people we love and who love us. Of course, as we see in the film, the time a toy has with their kid is a limited one. And kids, along with their parents, aren't perfect. Andy grows up, Emily moves on, and Daisy falls asleep, leaving Lotso behind. And when we've given everything we have to the ones we love, it's experiences like these that leave us questioning where we can find comfort. Buzz is left feeling useless, Jessie is led to despair, and Lotso gives in to bitterness and a calloused heart. But the important thing to remember is that we don't have to let experiences like these be the end of the story. The end of a season with Andy led to the beginning of a new season with Bonnie. And when that time had come to an end, it led Woody back to Bo. Recently, a friend reminded me of the Heidelberg Catechism and its first lesson, which asks, "What is your only comfort in life and in death?" The answer? That I am not my own, but belong body and soul, in life and in death, to my faithful Savior Jesus Christ. The bad news is the people we belong to, our family, friends, loved ones, are imperfect, and we're imperfect ourselves, which means we will experience hurt, disappointment, and rejection. But if we can remember that our truest sense of identity, belonging, purpose, and value comes from someone far greater than even those who love us the most, well, that's something you can take to the bottom of your soul. And that is the good news.